Welcome back to another video where I sort of just talk for a while, and recently I made a very strange decision. I got myself one of these. So for those of you that are new around here, I've sort of always had both the latest Sony console and the latest Nintendo console. I've just always enjoyed the games that are available on both platforms, and it's always both appealed to me. However, due to recent life events, I had to make a decision recently, in that around Christmas time I sold my Nintendo Switch 1 under the assumption that I will be receiving a Nintendo Switch 2 for free. It didn't happen. I was scammed. Now, it wasn't one of those Nigerian prince scams or anything like that, but I won't go into it. I was meant to get the console. I didn't. So since Christmas, that's left me with just my PlayStation, and the longer that I've had it exclusively, I've thought to myself, I'm not enjoying this in the slightest. And so to get this thing, I sold my PlayStation 5 and all the games that I had and got this console instead. And let me tell you folks, surprisingly great decision. See, here's the thing, I told a lot of my friends that I made this decision recently, and many of them pointed out that a lot of people make the opposite decision in selling their Nintendo Switch to buy a PlayStation. But as someone who's always had both consoles, I realised that I spent a lot more time on the Switch than I did on the PlayStation. And I just wanted to talk a little bit today about why that is, because I think I've finally cracked the code on what kinds of games appeal to me, and why someone like me would be more drawn to that console than the PlayStation. So here's the thing, I always grew up with Nintendo games, and more specifically I grew up with the Mario series. Genuinely, I don't think there's a single Mario mainline game that I haven't played. I've played all of the 2D side-scrolling ones, and I've played all of the mainline 3D ones. As a matter of fact, Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 are my favourite video games of all time, and the first thing that I've been playing on my Nintendo Switch 2 is the remastered Galaxy games. Before I fully get into why the Nintendo games appeal to me, I wanted to focus on the PlayStation side of things because there's a factoid here that many of you may not know. During my time playing on PlayStation, I've been a bit of a trophy hunter. I would only play a video game if I thought I could platinum it. For those of you unaware, trophies are a system on PlayStation where basically if you play a game quite a lot, you can unlock trophies, and there comes a point where you'll reach a platinum trophy if you've achieved pretty much everything that the game has to offer. Now, I don't know what it is about me. I'm sure many of you can take a guess as to what this is. I will not let myself not 100% a game. It irritates me to the core if I have like a 60% mixed among my 100% on my PlayStation profile. And toward the end of my time with the console, my trophy list was an absolute mess. I'd sort of fallen out of love with platinuming games. By the time that I sold my PlayStation just a few days ago, I was getting to the point where platinuming games was just a stress rather than something I enjoyed. And I think I've realised why that is. I don't think I actually enjoy the majority of the games on the PlayStation platform. So one of my favourite games of all time is Detroit Become Human. I absolutely adored getting every single ending that the game had to offer, and even though it was a bit tedious at times, I really enjoyed seeing everything that you could achieve in this one game where your choices really mattered. The thing is, Detroit was actually one of the first games I ever played on PlayStation, and I absolutely adored it, and I tell you this, I am yet to find a game on the PlayStation platform that I enjoyed quite as much as that game, which was the first one I ever played. Now, I've played a few of the PlayStation exclusives. I beat all of the Spider-Man games 100%. I beat God of War but didn't quite platinum it. I really enjoyed the Astro games like Astro Bot and Astro's Playroom. But aside from those games, there was something about AAA games with really impressive graphics, and I can't explain this, that I just didn't give a damn about. I genuinely don't care. I don't care how good the graphics are in a video game. I am playing a video game. If I wanted to be immersed, I'd watch television. And don't come at me for this. I am aware that this is a really dumb way of thinking. I'm not blind to the fact that that is an insanely flawed argument. I just don't care for it in the slightest. So the remainder of the video games that I played on my PlayStation were, get this, Sonic games, the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise. Oh my god, I suck. And I think I also may have platinumed Gang Beasts. Probably the most graphically under-impressive game ever. But it is incredibly fun, I'll give it that. The thing is, I've always considered myself someone who loves video games, but I think I've realised recently that I have a very specific taste in that you'll notice among the games that I beat on PlayStation, there isn't the most variety there. I mainly only played the Spider-Man games because that was a franchise I was already interested in. I love the movies, I've read a lot of the comics, I'm a big Spider-Man guy. And then God of War I think I just played because I was genuinely intrigued by the story. Honestly, the gameplay, I didn't even find that fun, which is crazy for a game that has been praised for how fun the gameplay is. Case in point, I think I realised recently, I do not care for graphically impressive games that are complex. I am a stupid dum-dum and I like my Mario, and that is it. And that was what caused the decision for me to say, you know what, I'm not getting my Switch 2 for free, so I sold my PlayStation and I bought this thing. And like I was saying at the start of the video, fantastic decision for me personally. This video is not to say that everyone should go out and sell their PlayStation and buy a Switch 2. If you can afford it, definitely have both consoles. They both have incredible perks. But ultimately, which one you choose comes down to your personal preference in what you play. So I'm going to run you through the games that I have, and you're going to realise how much I didn't need a PlayStation. So, we've got Super Mario Odyssey. We've got Mario Galaxy 1 and 2. We've got Mario Wonder. Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury. Super Mario 3D All-Stars. And Donkey Kong Bonanza. I think I just like Mario. I do plan on expanding my game library quite a bit aside from the Mario stuff. It's just, oh my god, I love those games so much. Mario and Sonic I've just always really enjoyed, and I know I'm becoming a grown-ass man now at 22 years old, but in case you can't tell by the 200-odd Minion Rush videos on my channel, I don't typically grow out of things, I kind of just enjoy them more through nostalgia. A big point I want to make here as well is that I'm a big Fortnite guy, and I played that a lot on my PlayStation. In fact, I was pretty close to getting the Platinum on Fortnite, which, if you're unaware, it's considered one of the rarest Platinums of all time. I spend a lot of time on that game, and I'm not even particularly good at it, I just genuinely enjoy the gameplay loop. And for some reason, the story, I'm like one of 3 people in the world who genuinely obsesses over Fortnite's storyline. But the point is, Fortnite runs perfectly well on the Switch 2, and you can play Save the World on it unlike the Switch 1, and that's a big deal for me because I grind Save the World like you would not believe. So once again, do not get it twisted. I am fully admitting I have perhaps the most childish taste in video games ever, and I don't have enough of a developed frontal lobe to enjoy AAA games. I don't know what it is. I really don't, and I admit it's stupid. But I'm sure you can all agree from what I'm saying here, this was the right decision for me personally. Something I'm actually really excited to do on Switch is beat all of the mainline Five Nights at Freddy's games again, as in 1 through Sister Location, you know, the 2D ones. Those games always meant a lot to me as a kid, and I played them on my computer, and then I ended up 100%ing, I think, most of the Five Nights at Freddy's games on PlayStation, so I'm looking forward to doing it again on Nintendo Switch. I'm hoping it'll be a slightly different experience in handheld. But the final factor I want to talk about here is that I simply do not have the time to sit down and play video games to the degree that a PlayStation requires you to. Again, don't think I'm stressing myself out on purpose to 100% games. 100% in games is my sole incentive for buying a video game. Video games are expensive. I want to get everything I can out of a game. But with Nintendo games, I feel like 100%ing them generally across the board is more entertaining than it is time-consuming and stressful compared to the PlayStation franchise. And I'm aware this is a massive generalization, okay? I know there's a big variety of games on PlayStation. When it actually has games, it kind of notoriously doesn't have many. But yeah, a Switch 2 just suits me better because it's more casual gaming. I have a pretty fast-paced, on-the-ball life at the moment, and I just don't have the time to sit down, look at my PlayStation for like 6 hours a day. It's not happening. I do not have that amount of time. I can maybe sit on my Switch for 3 hours maximum every few days, and when I do, I've been enjoying myself, man. Seriously, these games are such... they scratch an itch in my brain that I can't quite explain. So for the last time, I am not trying to say that anyone who enjoys playing on their PlayStation 5 is somehow wrong. One of my best friends, Mikey, he absolutely loves platinum in games. He only got his PlayStation for Christmas, and I think he's beat like, 11 games with a platinum. It's insanely impressive, and for someone like him who's still in university, it's like, it makes sense, and I'm really glad he's enjoying his time with it. And that was once me. I did love getting platinums for a time, but oh my god, it came a point where I just kind of wanted to rip my hair out. I think I'd played through the games that I was going to enjoy on PlayStation, so the only thing I played on it, and I'm aware this sucks, was Fortnite. So yes, I'm matured, yes I suck, I'm aware, you can say what you want, but this variety of games here is just perfect for me, and I can't wait to get more that I think appeal to me, but I'm 100% going to beat all of these games to the absolutest degree that you can before I consider buying another video game. Like I said, it's expensive these days, so yeah. I just wanted to ramble about this because I honestly think I made the right choice for me. Let me know what you guys think about the argument between casual and hardcore gaming, because I think there's a big discrepancy these days. In fact, don't even get me started on PC gamers. I've got a laptop that I edit my videos on and I'm fine with that. I can't even comprehend the thought of playing how complex games get on PC. Like I said, I've always had a love for gaming, but I think I'm a simpler gamer than most, you know? It's like, I just want to sit back and play my Mario every now and then, you know? I just don't have the time or effort to focus on these 120-hour just for the core story AAA games anymore. I don't. But all the power to people that do. I wish I was you, genuinely. If you guys want any gameplay of me actually playing games on this thing, then let me know. Honestly, I don't know whether I have the time for it, but I am really enjoying my time on that console. I'll say that much. Hope you guys have enjoyed this little ramble, and I guess I'll see you... God knows when I'll do another video like this. Ta-ta.
Mario!